Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I am Starco Gaming and we are back with another Dragon Champion video, guys. Today we're going to continue our series about the Goblin characters to get ready for the talent event, and today we're going to go with the Goblin tanks. Goblin only have one tank. It is a tome and a lot of people underestimate this character, so today we're going to talk about the fella and we're going to show him in some gameplay too. We're going to have some arena gameplay and we're gonna have some tier 8 raid gameplay with him, so make sure to stay tuned after I'm done talking through the whole process of the character so you can see him in action. Now before we start getting into these characters, guys, if you are level 15 or below, make sure to use the promo code STARCO to get $10 worth of free stuff. To do so, it is very simple. You go in the settings, use the promo code, and you enter the word STARCO, S-T-A-R-K-O, press OK, and you will receive $10 worth of free stuff, which include 500 drag coins and 250,000 gold, which early on in the game, you know, at level 15 or below, it's a tremendous help to help you progress as fast as possible, as early as possible. So guys, the promo code STARCO, it's awesome. Now with that said, guys, let's jump into the roster and let's take a look at my boy Atom here. So let's bring the goblins, let's bring my Atom, and the first thing we're going to do, guys, is take a look at the skills, then set a priority to which skill should be level 6. Then after that we take a look at the runes and artifact, and also along the way we're going to talk about the skill priority on this character. So sorry about that, I apologize. So first we're going to start with the passive ability. Instigator passive ability, 70% chance to gain a talent at the end of a turn for 1 turn. So 70% chance to get talent versus 50% chance to get talent. This ability is the most important ability for Atom, because every turn you have 70% chance to actually get a talent. Now when RNG is with you, this is outstanding. You can have a talent up the whole freaking fight, and that can really annoy other teams, but RNG is not always with you, so sometimes you can be a whole fight without having a single talent too. So, you know, it goes both ways. So this ability is awesome, but can also bite you back in the ass. Second ability, we have a protective plates. Gain a shield equal to 40% of maximum health. If you reduce here, see level 5, it's 30%, so that is a lot lesser shield. So this ability obviously is going to be important to get to level 6. Then we have the Mecha Uppercut. Deal 330% physical damage to an enemy, inflict an armor decrease for 2 turns, and you can see here, if you reduce that to level 5, it's a 50% chance to inflict armor decrease for 2 turns. So this ability is going to be very important to get to level 6 too. And then you have this ability, deal 80% physical damage to enemy, a 40% chance to inflict a damage decrease for 2 turns, and if you reduce that here, a 20% chance to inflict a damage decrease, which the difference is pretty minimal. So this ability at level 5, it's totally fine in my personal opinion. Now what priority will it be to have those skills up? Priority number 1 will be Instigator, because the talent chance is very important. You need to be able to talent as often as possible, so having 70% over 50% is very important. Secondly, your tank, you're going to be taunting a lot and you need survivability, so the shield size is going to matter a lot. So this is the second most important ability to have to level 6, and third most important at this one, so you can afflict armor decrease on a target every 3 turns or so. So this is a very important, but not as important as the other 2 skills. And sadly, this skill, since it's only 20 or 40% chance to inflict damage decrease, it's not as important. So priority number 1, Instigator, which is passive ability. Priority number 2, protective plates, and priority number 3 is a Mecha Uppercut. Now how do you play this character? This character is actually pretty simple to play, guys. Use the 3rd skill on cooldown, use the 2nd skill on cooldown, then fill with the basic ability. Now the Only time, no, actually there's no time. Buff immunity won't actually work against that, so you can use that shield even if you have buff immunity or heal block. So that shield is always on cooldown, even if you're max shields. Well, you're gonna get in the second line of shields, which turn purple, which gives you more shields. So definitely worth it, to be honest. There's no situation where you don't use that skill cooldown unless you need, you need a little bit of damage to finish a target, and if you don't kill it, the target's gonna get healed. Then that's where you're gonna do some damaging ability. But other than that, you're always using the shield, then the single target attack, and then you fill with the basic ability pretty much. Now that we covered the skill and how to use them and what skill to get to rank 6 in what order, let's jump to the runes, guys. Okay. So rune, you have two ways to go about it. You can go with full HP, which will make him take a lot of damage, so having more shield and more HP won't really matter because you're going to take so much damage you're not going to be able to recover. Or you can go with a full armor, which is my preferred method here, because you won't take as much damage with full armor as if you are with full HP. So I think it's a more solid, will make your shield last longer, help you restore that shield to last even longer. So I think that armor is the way to go personally. So now if we talk about primary, you can see primary is going to be armor on the northeast, armor on the south, and HP on the northwest, because I don't believe there is armor possible in that primary. So that covers those three primary, and after that, for the security stats, guys, is going to be very, very basic. It's HP, armor, and tenacity. Armor is priority number 1, HP is priority number 2, and tenacity is priority number 3. So here you can see we got the armor and armor. We got health, and potency also can actually be useful, but you're not really looking for it. Here we have tenacity, health, armor. A lot of armor here, definitely. Here we have health, and we have armor primary. Here we have armor, tenacity, armor. We have health, tenacity. So you can see the pattern, guys. A lot of armor, a lot of health, and as much tenacity as possible without sacrificing, without putting the northwest rune to a sacrifice. Sorry, apparently cannot speak English today, but that is pretty much all you want to set up is rune. Yes, HP is important, but not as important as armor. Now if we take a look at the stats we have here, you can see you get 30,000 HP, 56% physical armor and magic armor, 28,000 shield, which we are not paying too much attention to it. Then tenacity is close to 50%, which is pretty decent. And you can see his speed is not that fast. Well, the speed does not really matter on him because the chance to taunt, it's every single turn, and he will get his turn meter up when you use General Murdoch as a leader with him, so you won't really have to worry about speed with him. So that is the setup for the runes. Now you can go with HP rune instead of armor runes, but the primary and secondary stats are going to stay the same. Priority is going to be all about armor number 1, HP number 2, and tenacity number 3. Now if we move to the artifact is going to be pretty similar. We want armor. So you can see here we don't have 500, but I just wanted to show you the name of the stats. So we do have 400 armor on this one, which gives 2.61% physical armor and 4.71% magic armor. Then we have potency. Potency is going to be very helpful to have a little bit more of it because of the second skill to apply the armor decrease, and the first skill the damage decrease too. Very important. And also not only those two stats are amazing for him, but the ability on this artifact is for Atom. Here each attack on hero turn restore 2% of shield per target, but not more than 6%. But at home restore 5% per target, but no more than 15%. So each time you attack a target, you get a bunch of shield. So it is a very, very, very amazing ability. And well, this is literally a perfect artifact for Atom. If you have any other artifact on him, you are doing it wrong pretty much. So This is the main artifact to put on my fellow atom. So now that we cover all that, guys, if you have any question, feedback, comment, drop them in the comment section. I will get back to you guys answering all the possible question or feedback you have for me. So next, guys, we're gonna be jumping in arena. We've been doing the same arena testing for pretty much every goblin fight, every goblin characters we've been reviewing. So today we're gonna go against this guy. We're gonna do a little switch here, something I haven't tried. We're gonna change one of the goblin here just for fun. Instead of bringing this guy, we're gonna bring this guy just in case we can get crazy damage out, which I don't think that's gonna happen, but we're gonna try it. And our arena testing is always on the top play, but what I want you guys to take a look at is at how Atom survivability is gonna be decent in this fight. Obviously, it should get wrecked. We're fighting a meta team here, so there's no objective, there's no plan of surviving here. But when he attacks, he's gonna get that taunt and all that stuff. Well, hopefully. Yeah, see, you got a town. He already in the purple shield, which is a lot of shield. You can see his shields last quite a lot. Well, that was lasting quite a lot before he got attacked by that, but they have all the buff on the other team, so that was kind of normal. But you saw he can actually take a massive event with critical damage increase and critical damage increase on the other team. He's still cool at stand a big massive hit. Honestly, it's not as good as Kiri, we're not gonna lie about that, but still can take a beating a lot more than a lot of things. Batty will get one shot by those ability while Atom can actually survive because of his crazy armor. Obviously, this team is not competitive against the team we were fighting, but I just wanted to showcase my Atom here. Now, next, guys, we're going to be jumping in the guild raids. Again, guild raids is about showcasing what he can actually do, how he can actually survive very, very easily in those raids. So we're going to restart this raid because that's from yesterday video, Dr. Frank. And we're going to jump into tier 8 raid. We're going to showcase both Solius and Mega Wheel raid as we did yesterday in the video. So you guys can see that Goblin team in action and how I actually fare with Atom pretty much taking most of the damage out there in the early phases of the battle. So let's jump in press battle here. Let's take a look at this sexy Atom. No, it's not sexy at all. I don't know, I don't like those green people. You know, I just don't have fetish on green people. But anyway, let's get this fight started and see how it's gonna go. So first thing, we're gonna set the autoplay here, set the damage, the target, and then let's start showcasing that. Now we want him to get the taunt. He got the taunt removed. What the hell happened? He didn't even get attacked. Okay, his taunt is back on. So now you can see he's going to be taking a lot of damage, and his survivability is going to be very important to take a look at, because that's what's going to matter. See here, that AoE ability did not hit him really hard. He is doing pretty good, to be honest. Now we're really getting annoyed by that taunt from Darian though. But seriously, Atom can take a beating. He can seriously take a beating. He still have all his shield, and we're down to 8% here, which is actually pretty crazy. And he's been taking single target hit over single target hit non-stop. It's kind of ridiculous, to be honest. He is doing very good. He's almost out of the shield finally. There we go. He is finally out of shield, but he's been rolling that down to the whole freaking fight, which is actually quite crazy. I think that's the best fight I ever had here, which is pretty awesome. Still rolling that taunt, haven't lost. Don't see that. That's what I meant during the review earlier. You know, if you are really lucky with this character, his taunt is going to be rolling the whole fight. We finally lost the taunt for the first time here. But yes, if you are very lucky, that taunt's going to be rolling the whole fight and actually can give you a huge advantage with this team against Solius or against Mega Will, which is pretty amazing. We're going to be close to 20% damage here, which is a lot against Solius here. we are at 17.59% damage, which is 564,000 damage. Anything above 10% damage is awesome here, and big reason why we were able to get to that point is that Atom had the taunt in 95% of the fight, which gave us a huge advantage. Now we're gonna restart this raid because we cannot use the same team twice, so we're gonna restart this raid. I wish that was the same price on the live server. Go rate so much, man. No, so we're gonna jump against Mega Wheel here. The team is a little bit different. We bring Major Scott instead of what is his name? Wow, I gotta find the guy. Instead of him, Golem. Instead of Golem, we are actually bringing Major Scott because the minions from Golem are not optimal for the Mega Wheel fight. You don't get that good of a fight if you bring him. So we'll bring Major Scott instead to get a little bit more damage, but you know, that's more for another day, to be honest. This explanation, like I said, the focus is to see what advantage can Atom give us. If you know, if he gets the town full time on this fight, can he actually survive a long time? That's one of the biggest question here. So let's set that on to play. Let's kick some ass, I guess. Now we don't have the towns yet, so somebody might actually get murdered. We finally get the town, so we are now in business. So the objective again is to get past 10% damage. Can we get to that? That's gonna be the big question here. But yes, that's what we want to achieve here. But this fight does not seem as good as the previous fight. Definitely, Atom is definitely taking a lot more damage against this team. So this is so far definitely not optimal. But still should be close to 10%. Nah, he got murdered here. That was definitely not a good fight. Yesterday we did a lot better, but still we're getting close to 10%, so it is not bad. But the fact that Goblin attacks so often, it is definitely not optimal for this fight. The Goblin team is mostly optimal for phase 1 and phase 4 because they just do so much damage and they have so much control. With Atom always have the taunt on. Also, another great usage of Atom is in hard mode tower, because his shield can get crazy and he can actually take a serious beating in most cases. So it is pretty amazing what he can do. Anyway guys, that's pretty much all the gameplay we have to show today in this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel for our daily Dragon Champion content. Also, don't forget we stream every night 7 p.m. Pacific time. We stream Dragon Champion, by the way guys, and we always have a lot of fun on those streams, so make sure to check it out if you have the time guys. So thank you for watching. You all keep enjoying your journey into the world of Dragon Champion, and I will see you guys again in the next video. Thank you.